Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I have wanted to dive into this topic for a little while, and basically it's gonna be about the 4 elements within astrology. So within astrology, there are the 4 elements which separate the 12 zodiac signs. These elements are earth, water, fire, and air. Each solar season of the year actually contains one of each of these elements. And it all begins with fire, which then kick-starts the year with the spring equinox. So that would be within Aries. The Aries season, of course, that starts on the 20th of March, and then afterwards it goes into a new season, which is the summer solstice, and that all begins with Cancer, and that is then on the 20th of June. Then, of course, whenever summer is all over and it goes into the autumn solstice, it goes into Libra, which is the 22nd of September. And then lastly, it goes through to the winter solstice, which is within Capricorn, and that begins on the 21st of December. Even from the information that I just went through, you probably gathered that the zodiac signs actually act as different seasons. Well, that's simply because, well, they are seasons. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through these 4 elements and explaining to you all the different characteristics and traits within each element. Before I go into the 4 separate elements, I would like to highlight that I discovered something pretty interesting about the elements in relation to the brain. So within our brains, the left side of the brain is the more logical side, and then the right side is the more sort of emotional side. So within astrology and relation to the elements, it is the air signs and the earth signs that sort of trigger that more left side, logical side of the brain. And then it's the fire signs and the water signs that trigger the more emotional side of the brain. So carrying on from the autumn solstice, we're going to be going on then lastly to the winter solstice, and that all begins within Capricorn on the 21st of December. This leads on to the earth signs within astrology. So the 3 earth signs in astrology are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Interesting enough to know as well, there's something called the spiritual stages within astrology. So firstly, we have Taurus within the earth element. So within the spiritual stages, that is known as the survival stage. The survival stage within astrology is known as being the sort of looking inward. It's about focusing on yourself. How can I survive? And then you'll move on to Virgo. So Virgo is within the social stage of astrology in the earth signs. So the social stage is all about other people. So how you interact with others, how others maybe view you, just how you get on with the world around you. Lastly, then we have Capricorn. So Capricorn is within the spiritual stage of astrology within the earth elements. And the spiritual stage is sort of that connection between both the survival and the social, and bringing it together in like a unity. Taurus then, so Taurus rules the 2nd house within astrology, Virgo rules the 6th house, and then Capricorn rules the 10th house. The earth signs, so the earth signs are known as the builders within the zodiac. They know how to manifest things into tangible experiences. So whether that be a job that they really want, or that be a home that they really want, or like a car, it's just something physical. So earth signs are all about materials, possessions, physical tangible items. Ultimately, because of this, earth signs may feel that they'll only be satisfied whenever they have the possessions and things that they need and require. However, that being said, the negative side of that could be that they can become quite materialistic and greedy. Earth signs as well, they are known for having this sense of duty. They have this huge sense of duty and responsibility to other people, and they just want to sort of serve. They're kind of like the servers of the zodiac, and I mean that in a good way. Can just really rely and depend on an earth sign. Like if you ever need them, they will be there for you. They're very thoughtful people, and they want to provide their sort of thoughtfulness and giving nature to those that truly deserve it. So especially their family and their friends. Like if you have made a connection or a bond with an earth sign, you're so lucky, because they will be there for you. However, that being said, they're very cautious, so they'll not just give to anybody that they see. Earth signs are known for being quite slow into how they approach things, and as I said, cautious. They will think before they go in. They're quite logical people, just like air signs. So remember, air signs and earth signs are very logical people, whereas fire signs and water signs are quite emotional people. So with earth signs, they will analyze things and think about it in their heads first before they go in. So if you are in with an earth sign, know that they let you in. It's like they planned it. They just didn't like go, oh, okay, anyone. They knew what their intentions were, because they knew what your intentions were. That being said though, they can overlook certain things. So because they're so logical, they can be so logical, they may not actually think of people's feelings. So they could say things that don't really take your feelings into consideration in that aspect. It's not that they're meaning to hurt your feelings, it's just that they don't feel it. So with these sort of emotional signs, they understand it because they feel that emotion that comes with it. Whereas with logical, with thinkers even, people who are using their mind, they're not really putting the emotion into it. They're just saying it because like, well, in my head I rationalize this, so why does your feelings matter? I don't understand. I don't have any emotional attachment to that, so why should you? What I'm going to do then is I'm going to go through the 3 earth signs and sort of just explain briefly their common sort of qualities and traits. Taurus then. So Taurus, they're a little bit more slower, a bit more patient, a bit more grounded. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady is definitely a huge theme within the earth signs in general, I find. Taurus people, they will just tell you like it is. They will also stick up for their loved ones. They are very loyal in that way. Their family and friends, very important to them. They value them a lot. Taurus people as well, they really enjoy their comforts. They enjoy the little things in life, doesn't matter what it is. If they find comfort in it, they will indulge in it too. They're also known for being the sort of most sensual of the zodiac because they are ruled by that side of Venus and sort of sensuality. Sensuality with Taurus is a high thing, but overall sensuality is found within all the earth signs too. Taurus is a fixed sign, so fixed signs are very loyal people. Once they've made their mind up on something, that's it. There's no changing their mind. I believe that actually Taurus are probably the most stubborn out of all the fixed signs. They are a bull after all too, and I feel like, I don't know, bulls just like no, I'm not moving. It just gives me that sort of vibe. However, that being said, fixed signs great because they will be very cautious going into it. They will still be very steady and patient as they move towards whatever it is that they do want to achieve. Loyalty as well comes with that too. So fixed energy is a very, very loyal energy. Virgos. So Virgos, they have the keenest eye for detail you've ever seen. They're so prim and proper. They will find the tiniest little flaw in anything. They'll notice it and they'll want to fix it. This can be their downfall, and it can also be a great thing for them. Whereas it can get them into trouble in terms of them just being so picky, not even just about other people, really picky about themselves. Like if a Virgo has gained the tiniest bit of weight or they have a spot or something, they will focus their attention so much on that it will drive them crazy, and it can drive others crazy as well. However, that being said, it can also be great because they would make for really great like journalists or like fashion designers. There's a sense of really high professionalism too for the Virgos. I feel that professionalism as well is greatly known within earth signs too. Virgos as well, they just love to make lists. I don't know, I love to make lists myself. Well, my Jupiter is actually in Virgo, so that could be why I'm so into making my lists. But they love to make lists, they love to be organized, they love to know what they're doing. Routine. It's like they have to be in their set routine. When they're in the routine, they're on the right track. Virgos are mutable signs, so mutable signs, they're very adaptable people and they're open to change, so that's really good. However, that being said, mutable signs can be a little bit wishy-washy about what they're going to do. So for Virgos, I feel like they'll just say, yeah, I'm going to do a juice cleanse, I'm going to do it. And then next thing they're not doing a juice cleanse and they're doing like a paleo diet or something. Capricorns then. So Capricorns, when I say the earth signs are the builders of the zodiac, the Capricorns are the top dog builders of the zodiac and within the earth signs. Structure is such a key for Capricorns. They want to know how everything fits into wherever it needs to go in a really structured, manageable, dependable way. They do not want to see the structure fall apart. It needs to be stable, it needs to be together. Because of this reason, they're very practical, very logical people, and they won't rush into things. They're probably like the slowest of the zodiac and the most patient, because they want to succeed. They want to succeed, but they know as well that there is, in the back of their mind, there's this little fear. They have this fear of failure in the back of their heads. So they'll be really careful and cautious going into things because they don't want to fail. They want to succeed. And Saturn can pull them. Saturn is constantly pulling them down and making them like see the obstacles in their way and all these like these walls that are being put up. So for the Capricorn, they want the walls to come down. They have the best sense of humor. They may be very professional on what they want to achieve, what they want to do, or this is my job, but at the same time, I'm so funny. I'm so funny, I'm so sarcastic, really witty people, and they know how to have fun. They know how to let loose, just go out and enjoy their time. And I feel like that is what comes with the Capricorn energy. Capricorns as well, they are a cardinal sign. So cardinal signs, they are the innovators. They see what they want to achieve and they just go for it. Very active people. However, that being said, along the way, they need to be careful that they don't forget about other people or push other people to the side. But I do feel like with Capricorns, because they're so mature in the zodiac, unlike, say, for example, Aries, who's also a cardinal sign, the Aries may have the tendency to forget about other people. But with Capricorns, because they're so mature, they'll not really forget. They will be very considerate, very thoughtful towards those along the way. Overall, I feel with earth signs, they're just so dependable. They know how to keep themselves grounded, firmly on the ground, whilst they're also reaching for the stars in order to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve. Alright guys, so that concludes my video on the earth element within astrology. If you did like this video, then please be sure to give it a like and let me know in the comment section down below, letting me know your thoughts and opinions. And if this is the first time you're finding my channel, then please be sure to subscribe, and I will be back guys with another video very, very soon. Bye!